been such a difficult year for so many people, but we've also seen the best of our Kirklees community, where people have been helping each other, supporting each other, and a real sense of togetherness in the face of adversity. We've also seen our much loved borough organist Gordon Stewart retire after some 30 years on the concert scene. He'll be much missed, and we're really looking forward to his farewell concert next year. So let's hope that 2021 is a much better year for all of us, and that we get an opportunity to see these events live ourselves. So I'd like to thank the University and Lawrence Bartley Theatre for hosting these events online. This has been very much a lifeline to many people. Of course, hope you all enjoy the fabulous University Brass Band Christmas concert, and have a great Christmas and keep safe.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Beattie, and I'm conducting the bands on the recording we made back in November. End of November, I think, so it's about a week ago. And we're unfortunately unable to see you live in the town hall, so we have done a short concert for you. And the first piece was Prokofiev's Troika, which is a fantastic piece of music. There are actually 18,000 students at the University of Huddersfield, and according to my maths, which hopefully is correct, I went to Honley High School, so it should be, that is 5% of the population of Huddersfield. And all those students bring their enthusiasm, their optimism, and they have these little loans now to pay for things when they are here. And, it's been great to see them back. And we have been operating music, as you can see, but in this socially distanced way. You can see we are all spaced apart. So, without further ado, we are going to get onto our next piece, which is John Iveson's Christmas Crackers. What a wonderful piece that is, with the way it dies away to nothing. It's almost like Santa's going away, he's delivered his presents and off he trots to the next lucky family. You might have noticed a student standing back playing the jingles, the sleigh bells, and he is called Jonathan Mitra. And he's already been here 3 years, being an undergraduate, and he got a first, which apparently is very good, and it means he's a very good musician. His first study was trumpet, but now I think he's now moved instrument and is now on to first study jingles, and you can see him playing very well. So we're going to move on to another piece now. Now in medieval times, the students tell me that they've learned that they didn't really know how to write music down, and music tended to be passed from ear, like folk music really. And I think it was the monks that started using notation. They didn't have time signatures either, and in this wonderful piece called Medieval Christmas, there's no time signatures, and that's why my arms are flying around all over the place. It's in 3/8 and 4/4 and 2/4. If you understand music, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, just tap your foot to it, and it has to tap slowly sometimes and tap it quickly at other times. It's a great piece. If you want to know the technical term for all this rhythmic juxtaposition, it is called a hemioli. This is what the clever students have told me anyway. It's a bit like a melanoma, but without the sun. Hope you enjoy it. Medieval Christmas. If you picture this, there's Mary and Joseph in the stable, and the baby Jesus is asleep in his manger. It's all peaceful. And if you set some music to that, you'd probably hear Silent Night, a beautiful song. It's so calm, and the ability for this tune and being played beautifully, it can really change how you feel. And I'm sure you're all aware in the First World War of that well-known day, Christmas Day, when I think it was probably a German soldier started whistling the tune, and it came back from the other side. And eventually they came out and they had a game of football. I think Germany won that game, actually. But it's the power to heal is so strong, and hopefully you'll feel better after hearing this music as well. Please sing along, but probably for this one, only if you're a half-decent singer, because we don't want to spoil it for the others. It's actually, first time you hear it, is played on the flugelhorn. The flugelhorn has a lovely rich sound, rich timbre, and is played by Gethin Wyn-Jones. And despite his name, he's not actually from Scotland. He's a Welshman. And his nickname, the students don't call him Gethin anymore. They call him Lurpak, because he's very spreadable. I'm not quite sure what that means, but he's got a lovely tone. So enjoy Silent Night. Roger Harvey plays the trombone, and he also arranges music for brass, and he's done a great arrangement of the Sussex Carol. I think he obviously one hopes he likes the trombone because he plays it, but he likes the tuba as well because in this arrangement, the tuba gets the tune. And today we've got Tommy Tynan playing it, Tommy the tuba. So look out for that one in the middle of it. It's a great piece. In 1990, they made an educational film called Home Alone. And it was really about the dangers of leaving your 10-year-old child alone. And if you followed the fortunes of the actor, then you will understand, what can happen when you leave your children alone. They did a Home Alone 2 years later, where Donald Trump was actually in the film. So they did do some good music to it, and it was written by John Williams, and that composer, as you know, wrote Star Wars, many other things, E.T., Superman, a great composer, and this piece is called Somewhere in My Memory. If you've not heard of the title, I'm sure that the tune will sound familiar. It's a nice little tune, so I hope you enjoy it. Everyone has a fantasy, and John Iveson, who is a retired trombone player, very successful trombone player, who I think he lives in the Lake District now, retired to the Lake District, his fantasy was to write a Christmas brass quintet for the most famous, best British brass quintet called the Philip Jones Brass Ensemble. And it was a very famous group. Sadly, Philip Jones is no longer with us, but his music continues. And the students are now going to play this carol fantasy. It's got all the favourite carols in, really. Away in a Manger, played by Lily, who is going to be training to become a teacher. And I do think the teachers have been fantastic in, giving lessons to all these germ-ridden children. So if you are sitting in a school, make sure you give your teacher plenty of love, because they're doing a great job, as well as the nurses and the delivery drivers and everybody else. And just a little note about how have we managed to keep music going in Huddersfield and teach. Well, when the lockdown started, there's this thing called the interweb that I've recently got. It's come to New Mill, where I live, near Holmfirth, very nice place. And you can talk to other people. In fact, you must have it because you're watching me on it. So, they had the trombone student or the trumpet student, and we would talk to each other through our computers. But luckily, we've managed to have back to one-to-one teaching, and between the teacher and the student, we have plastic screens where we can't, we're sort of shielded from each other, really, as they blast their instruments and blast their germs towards us. They're deflected by these plastic screens. I think it's going to be fun in a few months. There's going to be lots of plastic screens going on eBay very cheaply. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Lots of singing and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that and your lungs are a little bit clearer now. I might just tell you a little bit how we recorded this. It's quite interesting actually. It might look like it's a concert and hopefully that's what we wanted you to see, but actually we did it in little sections sometimes. We did the whole piece, but then we do it again with the camera in a different place. And then we do it again with the camera in a different place, perhaps pointing at somebody as their fingers were moving or they were operating their instrument. So it's quite an interesting thing that actually in St Paul's a lot of the light comes from the sun, not just from electric lights, even though we do have electricity. And it gradually got darker, so you'll notice the ones that were filmed later on and the ones that were filmed earlier on, because they're slightly lighter, so that's something to spot if you are into filming. Anyway, some people love the snow, like young people, and people that don't have to travel, but people like bus drivers and things like this, the snow isn't good. So if you're one of those people who the snow is an absolute nuisance for, truck drivers and commuters, then don't sing along to this song. But if you're one who loves snow, or maybe you want snow on Christmas Day, or maybe you've even taken a bet out that it's going to be a white Christmas, then sing along to this tune because it's called Let It Snow. Sadly, we've come to the end of our short concert. We really hope you've enjoyed it, and it just brought a bit of Christmas to you. For our point of view, it's been wonderful to be able to put on this concert, and we really wish we could have seen you in person in the town hall or at St Paul's where we are now. It's been wonderful making it, and we really, really appreciate Kirklees, who've worked very hard to both put the concerts on last year, but also and all over the years, and in the future too, we hope, but put this very special and unique concert on. So we hope you enjoyed it, and please write in, commenting that you've enjoyed it, and that come along, look out for us at various concerts at the university, and other things of classical music and any music. It's great to experience these. They make a difference to people's lives. And I think the last piece we're going to do is pretty much self-explanatory. Have a wonderful Christmas and prosperous New Year. Stay safe. Things are going to get better next year. From the Huddersfield University Brass Players, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
you.